The video for class 11th, and the topic which we are going to deal today is the banking of the road, which is in the continuation for the uniform circular motion dynamics which we have studied. In the previous video we have studied about the rounding a level curved road, where we have studied the maximum possible velocity or the maximum permissible velocity for a vehicle to take a round on a curved road. That is, we have studied that is under root of mu s into rg. So from this formula we got this, that the maximum permissible velocity without skidding, if a vehicle wants to move, if the vehicle wants to move in a curved road without skidding, so what is the maximum possible velocity which is possible? That is mu s into rg. So means we can say that if a vehicle is taking a round, so the vehicle velocity depends on the two things. One is the friction between the tire and the road, okay, which is available in that condition, and the second is what is the radius of that curve on which the vehicle is taking a round. So if suppose sometimes what happen, the velocity, one thing is not written, which is written in this formula, is that sometimes what happens, there is the road which are made are very smooth, or sometimes if the condition is wet, or if some other parameter, external parameters are also responsible for that case. So what will happen to avoid this situation? What is the action which we can take from our side? That we can incline one edge of the road from a certain theta. Okay, so how this inclining of a road at an outer edge, how this can help us out, this we will study in this topic, that is banking of a road. So suppose that our one car is moving on a road, okay, which is a curved, and what is the radius of that road? That is suppose small r. Okay, and what we have done, we have inclined our road at a certain angle, and that angle is suppose theta. So first thing comes out as what is the requirement of inclining this road. So requirement is what, ki if suppose our friction between the tires and the road if not working in that condition, so which forces are helping us out, which forces will gonna help us out, so that we will see today. So first of all, what is the things which we require to study this topic? Number one, that what are the force right now acting on this mass particle. So if the mass of this car is suppose m, so one thing we all know, that always we know the mg always works vertically downward, and there is one another force which works perpendicular to the surface. It is not required every time that the normal and mg should balance each other. If we are inclining any body, so that normal should be perpendicular to the surface of the contact. Now the last thing which we know which is available in this condition will be the force of friction. Okay, that will be working in this condition, okay, which is helping us out to provide or balance the centrifugal force which is acting on the driver which is sitting inside the car. Okay, now if I will write here F, so what are the components which are helping us out? We know that centrifugal force always acts opposite to the or away from the center. If mv square is acting right now in this condition, so what are the forces which are balancing the centrifugal force which is acting on the driver? So let us resolve, first of all, let us resolve the normal component. We know that if we are resolving any vector, so there will be two components, one is in the vertical direction and one will be in the horizontal direction. Now the second thing comes out in our mind is what the angle, where should be the angle? Either the angle should be in between this two component or this two component. So for that, let us recall our previous concept of angle of repose. Okay, when we were studying about the angle of repose, so we know that this angle should be equal to the theta at which the road is inclined. If you can see these two rays, okay, so these two rays are intersecting each other, so we can see that this angle and this angle can be vertically opposite. Okay, and if this normal is making the theta angle with this component, so it is very obvious this will become our n cos theta and this will become our n sin theta. Okay, so now we have resolved the n component. Now what is left here? That is the force of friction. If suppose the force of friction is the resultant component, so here we can see this is the vertical downward component of the frictional force, and this is the horizontal component of the frictional force. Now the next topic comes to our mind, ki where should be the theta. Okay, so if you will consider this angle, this complete angle, let me make the FBD of this diagram, and then where in that diagram we will discuss about the theta. Okay, let me make the FBD. Now this is the FBD which I have drawn. Okay, so here this dot is showing the mass of the total mass component of the car. Okay, and the components which are till now which we have resolved is this, that is this theta, this is n cos theta, and in the horizontal component will be n sin theta. Okay, so this we have till now we have resolved. Now if I will talk about the frictional force, so we know that angle of repose concept, if the road is inclined at a theta angle, so this angle will be making this angle will also be theta. Now if I talk about this complete angle, let us talk about, as the normal n cos theta and n sin theta complete together, they themselves make a 90 degree. And if this is theta, though this angle, if I will talk about specific about this angle, so this can also be written as 90 degree minus theta. Okay, and if I will focus on the angle which is made with normal and the surface, we know that normal and the surface makes the 90 degree angle, because it is the entity of the normal that it is always perpendicular to the surface. So if I will talk about this complete angle, so this will be our 90 degree. If this is our 90 degree minus theta, so this angle can be written as theta. So if the force of friction is making the theta angle with this component, so I can write down this component as f cos theta, and ultimately this component becomes f sin theta. So the next step which we have to do after seeing the FBD, that how many forces are actually balancing each other. So we can see that our mv square is acting in horizontally in this direction. So our centrifugal force which is acting on the driver right now in this condition is balanced by how many component? Number one is n sin theta, which is acting here, and another one which we got according to the friction is f cos theta. So if I will talk about the horizontal, let me write here, if I will talk about the horizontal direction, so how many forces are actually balancing each other? The one is n sin theta component, and along with the n, that is one is f cos theta component, and that is actually responsible for balancing the centrifugal force which is acting on the driver. This is equation number 1, suppose. Okay? And if I will talk about the vertical direction, then for the vertical direction, how many forces are balancing each other? One is n cos theta, another is mg plus f sin theta. So I can write down our n cos theta is actually balanced by mg plus f sin theta. So this becomes our equation number 2. Now what is our motto? Our motto is to find out the maximum possible velocity from here. Okay, so if I will talk about the force of friction separately, so the force of friction in this condition should be maximum, that is the coefficient, that is the frictional force, that is the static friction, that is the highest limit which is acting according to the case of friction, that is limiting friction. What is the formula for friction? That is mu s into n. It should be greater than, the friction should be greater than or equal to, friction should be less than or equal to mu s into n, where mu s is the coefficient of static friction between the banked road and the tires. So if I will put the value of the mu s in above two equations, so I can write the rewrite the above equation like this. Number 1, n cos theta should be equals to mg plus mu s into n sin theta. That is our this will become our equation number 3, because I am rewriting this. And second equation will become, that is equation number 4, that is n sin theta plus mu s into n cos theta, that is equals to mv square by r. So this is our equation number 4. So I have rewrite the equation, above two equations, in the form of mu s into n, means I have replaced the frictional value. Now what I need to find out? I need to find out the specific value of n, so that I can replace the value of n according to the formula, and I can find out the value of, I can put the value of n. In the first I will find out the value of the n from the first equation, and then I will put the value of n in the fourth equation, and from there I will get the v square value or the v square term. So from equation number 3 I can write down here, directly I am writing, that is n, if I will take the n common, so I can write down n cos theta minus mu s sin theta can also be written as is equals to mg. So here I can write down, or else also if I will keep the n at one side and I will bring all the quantities in the right hand side, so it will become n is equals to mg upon cos theta minus mu s sin theta. So this is the value of the n which I am getting from equation number 3. So put the value of n in equation number 4. Okay, what I have to do now, put the value of the n which I got in the equation number 4. So if I will take the n common in this equation, so I can put the value of the n's. Let me turn the page and then we'll solve it. So after taking the n common, I can rewrite the equation, that is n sine theta plus mu s into cos theta. It should be equal to mv square by r. So here what I will do, I will put the value of n which I found, okay, that is equals to mg upon cos theta minus mu s into sin theta, and I will put all the thing in the bracket, and rest of the thing, that is sin theta plus mu s cos theta is equals to mv square by r as it is. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to I have to divide the whole equation. Suppose if I am dividing the whole equation, let us divide the whole equation by cos theta. So what I will get, suppose m and m, first of all m and m are cancelled out here. So and I can bring the r here. So if I will bring v square quantity at one side, so what I can write down, rg is equals to sin theta plus mu s cos theta, and it is divided by cos theta minus mu s sin theta. So I can rewrite the equation, okay, like this. And what I will do now, I will divide the whole divide the right hand side, okay, by this one, cos theta. Okay, so if I will divide the right hand side by upper side also by cos theta, and the lower side by also cos theta, so what I will get, let me write here r square. Sorry, why I have written r square? It should be rg. I should not write r square. This is my mistake. It should be rg because r was there and here is g. Okay, so rg. Now I have divided the terms by cos theta to what I will get. I will get here mu s, okay, and plus tan theta. Okay, and in the denominator what I will get? I will get 1 minus mu s into tan theta. So this is the formula of the v square, of the maximum possible velocity when the road is banked. Okay, and if I will remove the under square root, so I will have to put the square root here, and then the formula will become with the whole power half. So if I will compare the previous equation which we have got and this equation, so if the road is so smooth, means the road is frictionless, so in that case our mu s will become 0. So if I will put this formula under the smooth road, okay, so what value of the v square I will get? The v square value, okay, I will get is equals to rg, and what is the left out quantity? That will be tan theta under root half. So this is the previous formula which we got when we are talking about the road which is very smooth. So this is the speed at which a banked road, okay, a banked road can be rounded even there is no friction. So driving at this speed on a banked road will cause you almost no wear and tear of the tires. So this is all about the topic, okay, and next we will move ahead with the certain topics.